All right, it is time to do ISA's route. You know, after all the routes, after we did Nanami's, we did Chisaki's, we did Hazuki's. I hated Hazuki's route. Did Mayu's, that was one of my favorites. And now we are moving on to ISA. We're on to the choices. Every choice is the same as Mayu's route, except for this one, where we go to see ISA first. So, yeah. Right. I forgot about that. We do have to choose a spot to go when we choose ISA. Fortunately, I remember where to go, and we found out about it in Hazuki's route, which is to go where we always do. Right. You know, like I said, when we started Mayu's route, ISA's route has the same answer, which is Mayu Senpai. So I see. So if you don't know, we may or may not have seen all of ISA's parts in the common route when we did the other girls' routes. Yikes. Following Mitsukasa-san's performance, the Astral Expo fair concluded as scheduled. Many things happened today, from the cafe to the confrontation with the would-be kidnappers. I could tell the fatigue had gotten to her, but once she walked up on stage, she put on a bright smile and held it from beginning to end. And that energy was contagious. Everyone in the crowd was having a good time. Even though it was only one song, the concert was a resounding success. Thanks to that, the fair ended on a high note. For as much as she complained about having to do it, that was one fantastic concert. It really left an impression on me, which is why I'm currently heading to the school building instead of my dorm. I want to congratulate her on a good job. On a job well done. I heard she was going to make a stop by the principal's room before going to her dorm room. Probably the change, I'm guessing. I definitely wouldn't want to walk around outside in that concert outfit if I was her. Honestly, I'm not sure if she'll stab at me if I congratulate her and praise the performance, but as long as I sound sincere enough, I should be fine. Along the way, I suddenly spot two silhouettes standing in the dark hallway. Is that Mitsukasa-san and Principal Issei? I hid myself behind a corner without realizing it. Why? Why did I hide? I shouldn't need to hide from them. I catch a sight of the smile on Mitsukasa-san's face. Even as someone who hasn't known her long, I can tell that it's 100% natural. I wonder what they're talking about. My demeanor has caused me to hide myself instead of going up and saying something. I end up straining my eyes in spite of myself to focus on their mouth movements. You have an astral ability that lets you hear things more from longer distances, remember? You definitely cannot. You are definitely not. You're definitely not seeing his mouth movements and interpreting it exactly how you would say it. Principal Issei then hands her something, and she takes it without any noticeable hesitation or confusion.
ありがとう。
It's new brush pads. Never mind. I know I should be doing this. It's a perfectly cordial interaction, so what do I have to worry about? More than likely isn't relevant to my mission based on that. And if that's the case, then I'd rather not infringe upon her privacy. Besides, there doesn't seem to be any signs that she's in her fake persona mode. I guess that means I'm not the only person she can be herself around, huh? Well, that shouldn't really come as a surprise. I've only known her for a couple of months. She's been doing those interviews and stuff way before I came here, so she's probably spent much more time with Kakimoto-sensei and Principal Issei than she has with me. Why was I even under the impression that I was the only one who knew her true self? I don't know. It's confusing. I mean, technically, you are the only student who knows her true self, right? That counts as something. If a bit copium. Mood was so great before I got here because of how successful the fair was, but now it feels like a damper's been put on it. Guess I'll just go to the principal's president's room. She'll get there when she's done talking with him.
あれ、有原くん？こんなところで何してるの？
Oh, I'm just sneaking around, definitely not eavesdropping. What? I mean, I just wanted to congratulate you before the day ended.
そのためだけにここで待っててくれたの？律儀だな。とにかく入って。
Okay.
はあ、今日は本当に疲れた。
I imagine.
私よりも有原くんの方こそお疲れ様。
I appreciate you saying that, but I highly doubt it. Look, sure, it was just one song. You still had to get on stage in front of all those people and sing and cheer and all that.
そのことは言わないで。
Oh.
恥ずかしくて身もだえると疲れる。お願いだから思い出させないで。
Ultimately.
みんな、今日は楽しかった。私はとっても楽しくて、とってもいい思い出ができました。
Woo! She acted exactly like a real pop idol. She definitely energized the crowd, that's for sure, but at the cost of her mental well-being. I promise I'm not trying to poke fun at you. I really loved your performance, and so did everyone else. I couldn't have asked for a better way to close out the fair.
そりゃ、どうも。
You know, though, I never heard you sing in person before today. You're actually pretty good, huh?
やっぱりからかってない？
I need to turn off your persecution. Wait, turn off your persecution complex? What? I was being honest.
それならいいけど、なんか納得いかないな。
I mean, you know, it is your route and all, so... Well, I'm glad it was all a success.
それに関しては私もそう思ってるけど。怪我は本当に大丈夫？
Nope, they're all healed. If you want proof, I can take off my shirt and show you.
いらないわよ、そんな見苦しいもの。
Wow, my body is perfectly normal, I'll have you know.
いやー、何脱ごうとしてるの？見せなくていいってば、脱がないで。
Wait. I was just messing with you.
もう疲れてるんだから突っ込ませないでくれない？そもそも有原くんってそんなキャラだっけ？
Maybe I'm still hyped up from the fair. Everything went much better than I could have imagined, could have asked for. The fair and the operation both.
そっか。今日はいろいろあったしね。私も今年の発表祭は楽しかった。最初は出し物なんて面倒だって思ってたけど、たまにはこういうのもいいかもね。
I agree. Probably the first time I've ever actually genuinely enjoyed myself at one of these festival type events.
そうなの？
Yeah, my job is kind of different, as you know, so I rarely get opportunities to socialize.
ちょっとばかり特殊ね
Maybe only a little. Maybe only a little.
え。でも私も似たようなものかな。みんなの前では別人を装ってるようなものだから。
Right. She has a secret, just like I do. Also, it isn't just her personality that's a fabrication. I don't stop bringing it up. She's gonna look at you like, what are you thinking about? And they always look 100% like the real deal.
真似ばっかり見てるんじゃないわよ。苦しさ。
I literally just said that. Yes, please. What? I didn't say that. I only said the first part. Out of curiosity, has no one really ever figured you out?
もちろんずっと隠し通してきたわよ。知られたのは有原くんだけ。
But what do you do about physical exams? No. I imagine it'd be kind of hard to get by those with fake breasts. She just fabricates the measurements, you know.
体調不良とか取材を言い訳にして、
Oh right, yeah,
後日に個別で
flakes
測
out.
定することにして、まあいろいろとごまかしつつなんとか。
That sounds like a hassle.
身から出たサビと言われるとそこまでなんだけどね。
Kind of true, yeah. Wait, I just thought of this, but how do you even take baths? They're all communal here.
人のいない時間に入ってなんとかささっと。
Yeah, it ain't that deep, Satoru. I mean, I get that most people take their baths at certain times, but have you really never had someone walk in on you before?
取材のおかげで時間が不規則な時も多かったから。
Right.
お風呂の時間も融通してもらってるの。まあその分お湯は冷めてるんだけどね。
And that sounds awful.
ええ、そうね。頑張って苦労を重ねてなんとかバレずにやってきたのに。
Okay. Sure.
まさかあんな露見の仕方をするとは夢にも思ってなかった。
Hey, I'm not random boy. I'm main protagonist. Believe me, I was just as surprised. I mean, she it just went plop. It fell off. I almost had a panic attack.
ドロップ言うな、ぶっ飛ばすぞ。
It is fucking hilarious. What are you talking about, I say? Sorry, I didn't mean to offend. Especially since Satoru keeps bringing it up to fucking every second sentence. I'm bringing it up. It's not. She knows every time. It's.
もういい。有原くんがそういう人だってことは知ってるから諦めてる。
I swear, ISA has a fucking sixth sense about this. She would know immediately, even if Satoru is like on the other side of the school. On the other side of Washington City, she would know. He's talking about my tits again. He's thinking about my tits again, isn't he? Are you trying to say that part of me is unfixable? Well, yeah, I'm pretty aware of that fact. The fact that I throw out insensitive remarks all the time. So I can't argue with you.
別に怒ってるわけじゃない。バレた時はどうしようかと思ったけど、意外と悪くないって最近思うようになったしね。
Yeah?
気兼ねとかせずに会話できる相手がいるって気が楽だから。
I mean, you know, this is probably the only... Satoru is probably the only person who knows her true size outside of, like, her parents. So, you know... Oh, glad to be...
だからって余計な一言を許したわけじゃないから。
But I can get away with it because I'm the main protagonist, okay?
気兼ねしないのと配慮しないのは全くの別物だからね。
I know. I'm making an effort to do better, or trying to at least. It's not really a conscious habit per se. The problem is that I myself say them without realizing how insensitive they are. Probably because I never developed social skills. As a kid, I beat people up instead of making friends. Once I joined the SFD, I didn't have time for that. Now that I have friends, though, I want to take the time to learn the subtleties of social interaction.
さてと、そろそろ寮に戻りましょうか。
Me too.
それじゃ着替えるから廊下でちょっと待ってて。
Alright.
分かってるとは思うけど、覗いたら潰すわよ。
I wasn't gonna. Something the matter?
いや、そこまで興味なさそうにされると、それはそれで腹が立つというか。
Okay, well, I get how you feel that way, ISA, you know. I've gone through every other person's route and saved you for last, right? So, you know, it feels like sloppy fifths. So, you know, I get it.
おっぱいが小さいから覗く価値すらないって言われてるみたいじゃない。
Okay, well, you know, that's not really true. I went out with I did Chisaki's route, so you know, completely irrelevant. Not looking at someone when they're changing is just plain common decency. But fine, since it sounds like you want me to look, maybe I could just make you a can just to satisfy you.
絶対言うと思った。
Hey, you offered.
見せるわけないでしょ、バカ。
Smile on her face as she playfully jibes me is really something special. It's probably the most beautiful smile I've seen her make. Maybe that expression is a reflection of the real Michikasa Ayase.
黙って廊下に出て、覗いたりせずに、おとなしく着替えが終わるのを待ってて。
Alright. Damned if I peek, damned if I peep, damned if I don't. The mind of a young girl is an enigma.
寮に戻ったらお風呂に入って、その後はもうすぐに寝ちゃおう。
Yeah, I might just conk out the second I walk into my room.
気を抜きすぎて風邪なんかひかないようにね。
Huh? You too. Oh, we finally get the follow up. See, we didn't get it in Hazuki's route because, you know, once we got to the route, we just completely forget about every other person's problems. But he's back. Oh, it's Straya. Who she recognizes me as the person that gave her food the other day. It recognizes you as the person who saved her from a fucking psychopath the other day. I'm empty-handed today, but she still comes up to and starts rubbing her face against my legs. She's a good girl. Freya meows blissfully as I scratch the area under her chin. and then also pet her head, causing her to purr further. So easy to get this cat to like you, which is probably the secret to her popularity, if we're being honest. Look, Mitsukasa-san, the cat. The training did nothing. Uh-oh. Calm down. You've got those predator eyes again. Look, you look like you want to kill her. Remember your training.
そうでした。可愛い姿を見たら気持ちが高ぶってしまって、つい。
Fucking hell, I say.
落ち着いて、興奮せず、猫が寄ってくるのを待つ。
After some deep breaths, she extends her arm towards Straya. She stays where she is, waiting for Straya to approach.
もう怖くないですよ。
Go on over. She won't bite, I think. I gently coax her to going where Mitsukasa-san is. Straya, seemingly not sure what to do, shifts her eyes back and forth between me and Mitsukasa-san. But after a few seconds, she slowly walks towards Mitsukasa-san. Mitsukasa-san remains still where she is, watching patiently. No! Remember your training! Her nasal breathing is getting heavier, but she has to bear with it. If she gives in to her excitement now, it'll all have been done for nothing. She herself seems to be aware of that. I can tell she's trying her best to contain herself. Finally, her fingers touch Straya's head, and she strokes it. So cute. Watch it, you'll scare her if you act too hyper.
そうでしたね。欲望を抑え込まないと。
Straya meows in delight. Craving more, she rubs her body against Mitsukasa-san's fingers.
かわいい。私の指に体をこすりつけて。もうかわゆすぎる。映像で見るだけでもかわゆいと思ってたけど、やっぱり実物をモフモフする方がいい。
She's just like me.
もうかわゆすぎますよ。ここが気持ちいいのかにゃ。もっとモフモフしてあげるからね。
Both parties are letting out noises of bliss. Honestly, watching this is pretty fun.
猫をこんなにも触れるだなんて。今日は人生最良の日。感激。
Man, if this is the highlight of your life, you must have lived a pretty bleak life.
仕方ないじゃない。今までずっと逃げられ続けて嫌われる体質なんだと思ってたんだから。映像で見て満足するしかないと思ってたけど、本当に嬉しい。幸せ。モフモフ。こっちもモフモフしてる。ここも柔らかい。映像では知れなかったこともたくさんで。
Where did you touch her? Wow, it's almost like I'm watching a female lead in a romance movie. Just shout to her departing lover. Not the first time I've had this thought, but man, her love for cats is frightening.
言っちゃった。
Yeah, I think you got a little carried away there at the end.
もしかしてまた怖がらせちゃった？
Yes. No, I don't think that was the issue. I think you just got a little too rough with your petting. And, well, she probably didn't like that.
そんな嫌われないように頑張ったはずなのに。
Look, if you want to pet the cat, just, you know, the cat knows where it wants to be pet. That's why it moves its head, where it wants you to scratch it. Most cats react like that when you do something they don't like. She wasn't scared of you or anything. Things were going pretty well there for a while. So I think there's a good chance she'll approach you more in the future.
そうだといいんだけど。はあ、猫の触り心地、それにあの表情、反則的な可愛さ。
Even now, with Straya gone, the lingering bliss from the experience is still apparent in her expression.
ありがとう、有原くん。有原くんが練習をさせてくれたから、こうしてノラスケと触れ合うことができた。
Oh, right. The practice. Satoru. You're putting me through hell by doing that. Meow. I'm not doing it anymore. I almost forgot about the embarrassing stuff I did that day. Then why'd you do it again?
猫の鳴き声っていうより雄たけびみたい。まるで初号機。
What the fuck? I wasn't expecting an Ava reference. What kind of chilling noise was I making?
ノラスケの声に比べると、なんかのぶとい、可愛げもない。でも、感謝してるのは本当だから。襲撃から逃れることができたのも、猫と触れ合うことができたのも、あなたのおかげだから。
Hooray.
本当に感謝してる。ありがとう。
You're welcome.
でも本当に気持ちよかった。またモフモフしたいな。
She's just like me. I'm sure you'll get another opportunity soon.
私でもちゃんと触れ合うことができた。これは大収穫だった。
Then slowly start walking. But right after, a wave of dizziness hits me and I stagger on my feet a little.
どうしたの急に。まさか怪我の影響が？
You know, I only lost a little bit of blood. It fucking throws up blood. No, my injuries are all healed.
でも今ふらついたでしょ。
The exhaustion just probably finally kicked in. Yeah, that's gotta be it. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. I'll be alright. I'll be feeling great after a nice long rest tonight.
本当に？嘘ついてごまかしてない？
No, I mean it. Also, we probably want to hurry on back before bath hours end.
わかった。けど、もし何かあるなら隠さずに正直に言って。
I know. Thanks. I'll come to you if something like that ever happens.
いつでもどうぞ。
Maybe I'm more exhausted than I thought. I need to go back and get a good night's sleep tonight. I wake up 2 days later.
リドルジョーカー。
I don't know why I got the achievement now. It was pretty clear when we actually started the route. Already morning? I better cut up. Satoru, it's been 2 days. What the fuck are you doing? I get out of my bed, intending to get ready and go on my morning jog. For some reason, my head aches and I feel dizzy. Why? You got plenty of sleep last night. I went to bed right after warming up in the bath. I got 2 hours more sleep than my normal amount. So why does my body feel this way? Huh? My headache's gone. Did I just imagine it, or maybe I actually slept too long? Yeah, it happens. 10 hours of sleep. You know, I'm a little confused, but if it's gone, I should be alright. Time to go jogging. After changing out of my pajamas, I exit my room. Man, my body's running out of stamina a lot quicker than usual. This is the same distance I always run. I'm already out of breath.
大丈夫か有原くん。
You know, just a little out of breath. Yeah.
だが、いつもはこれぐらいの距離で疲れたりはしないだろそれに顔も青いぞ。
Yeah, you know, internal bleeding and all, but it's fine. The blood's meant to be in there. I already made that joke. Really?
ああ、見てはっきりわかるぐらいだ。
You look like a vampire. Oh shit, no wonder my skin's burning. What?
体調が良くないなら、部屋でゆっくりした方がいい。
We've got the fair cleanup to do, though.
最後まで参加したい気持ちはわかるが、無理はしない方がいい。体を動かすことになるんだから、そんな様子では。
They're just worrying too much. I haven't been up long, and as embarrassing as it is to admit, I think some of the exhaustion from yesterday is still left over. I'll be fine after breakfast, I promise. Come on, let's get back to the dorm. Let's hurry back to the dorm.
わかった。だが、様子を見るだけだ。体調が変だと思ったら、正直に言ってほしい。
Don't worry, I've got ISA to tell first. And then Nanami, you know. Because the person who healed you should be told after the love interest of the route. Okay, I will.
約束だぞ。
Yeah, I promise I will.
有原くんがそう言うなら信じよう。
Okay, well... I tried to reassure her, but really, what's going on? It's relatively common for me to get a headache after overuse of my ability. But my body has never felt this heavy and languid before. So, how do you interpret that? Is it the injuries I sustained yesterday? Shit. Don't tell me the blade was poison coated. That would explain why Nanami's ability didn't heal it.
心配するな。その可能性はない。連中が持っていたものは徹底的に調べたが、毒は持ってなかった。
Okay then.
考えてもみろ。連中の目的は殺害じゃない。あくまで身柄の確保だ。いくらなんでも毒は使わないだろう。
Yeah, that's a fair point.
そんなにひどいのか?
No, it's still bearable for now. If it's not poison, it's probably nothing serious. Probably just physically spent after yesterday. On a separate note, I was wondering about the culprits. Have you uncovered anything yet?
わかったようなわからんような。
Wow, it's almost like it's the same in every other route. It's the same as every route, I mean. That's not much of an answer.
さすがにそうあっさりと情報を提供してくれない。こっちとしてもまさか人道無視の拷問をするわけにもいかないからな。
But we do other illegal things, do we not?
後々のことを考えると無茶はできん。連中の所属はおそらくうちと同じだ。
Wait, do you mean...
非公開政府組織。持っていた装備から判断してまず間違いない。
What the hell? Why would the government be after Mitsukasa-san?
順を追って説明しよう。まず昨日の連中だが、捕まえた中にアストラル使いはいなかった。
Oh, right. They used guns and knives, but nothing that made use of Astrons.
この時点でうちとは違う系列だとわかる。次に、相手の情報が全く知り得ない。いくら系列が違うと言っても不自然なぐらいにな。つまり、俺たちと敵対する組織の可能性が高いわけだ。
Wait, you said they're a government organization, and they're working against us? Don't tell me it's a foreign government.
いや、そうじゃない。大元は俺たちと同じ日本政府だ。
They do? Then, what does that mean?
一枚岩とはいかないんだよ。特にアストラルの扱いについては。世論は今、有益に活用すべきだという流れになっているが、アストラルは危険だと主張する人間も少なくない。アストラルは政府によって管理、規制、アストラル使いは保護という名の隔離にすべき。政府与党内ですら、そんな真逆の意見が根強く残っている。
So let me see if I follow you. What you're saying is that we work for the main political faction, the pro-Astron faction. And those people who took into custody yesterday, are part of an anti-Astron faction?
簡単に言うならそういうことだ。
Of course it is. That certainly explained the noticeable absence of Astrals among them.
三笠綾瀬を捕らえてアストラル規制のための裏工作に利用しようとしていたんだろう。その具体的な内容に関してはまだ調査中だ。
I had no idea there was such a thing as an anti-Astron faction. I knew fears existed, but I never imagined there'd be such people who believed in rounding up Astrals and basically imprisoning them. Wait, hold up. Their objective is Astron regulation. Could they potentially strike again via some different organization?
お前の心配はもっともだが、すでに手は打った。
Wow, you work fast.
苦し紛れの悪あがきをされても困るからな。それに腰の重い上の連中も自分の身に火の粉がかかるとなれば必死にもなるさ。
Lateral damage as in...
規制派の好きにさせて、本当に規制されて困るのはアストラルを推進してきた上も同じだからな。推進してきた主張が覆される。そうなったら今後の政治家生命にも影響が及ぶ。今回のことは間違いなく規制派の失態だ。それを見逃すほど手ぬるくはないさ。
Is that anti-Astron organization going to be dismantled, do you think?
そこら辺は取引の内容次第になるだろうが、このまま円満に和解なんて幕引きにならないことだけは確かだな。少なくとも三笠綾瀬に関しての任務を破棄する命令は下されている。安心しろ。
Thank you.
そういうわけだ。彼女の護衛に関しては任務を終了する。
Well, alright.
本当にお疲れだったな、サトル。とはいえ、襲撃が終わっても潜入任務は続行だ。お前はしっかり勉強をして学生としてしっかり過ごせ。ああ、なんだったら彼女を作ったっていいんだぞ。まあお前にできるのならという部分が一番の問題だが。
Shut up.
とにかく卒業を目指してしっかりとな。何かあればまた連絡するが、しばらくその予定はないから安心して休め。
Alright, thanks. I end the call, then sit down on my bed. If you've dealt a crippling blow to our enemy, it should be safe. If we've dealt a crippling blow to our enemy, it should be safe to conclude that Mitsukasa-san isn't under threat of being attacked anymore. There's also the case of the missing astrals, which is probably tied to this incident in some way. But I'll let Dad take care of that stuff. My body feels a bit heavy, but apart from that, everything feels fine. No fever either. I guess I was just worrying over nothing. I'm standing there assessing my condition, and suddenly I hear my name.
有原くん
Oh, Mitsukasa-san. Good morning.
おはようございます。こんなところで何してるんですか？朝食は？
No, not yet. I was waiting for you. I want to talk to you about something related to yesterday.
それは何か進展があったんですか？
Yeah, but we still don't know everything.
それでも教えてもらえるなら助かります。ただ、そういう話なら場所を変えた方がいいですか？
Now, let's discuss it here, in a public area where people could walk in on us discussing what we're about to talk about. Nah, it won't take long. What did I say? There's no one here. There's no one here right now, so we'll be fine.
それなら
Don't encourage him.
それで私のことを狙ってた人たちは一体
Yeah. I've been told there's a group of people belonging to an anti-Astron faction. I see Astrons as a threat and want everything involving them to be regulated. People we caught yesterday are part of that group. They're only one of them is jealous because they're bald, and the other's the other's jealous because he just doesn't have powers. We're still investigating the finer details of their plans, but there's one thing we can safely say. The reason they were after you was probably because of your relative fame as an astral. They were hoping to use you in order to accomplish their goal.
そうアストラルの規制
They have more than one goal. Everything okay?
あ、ごめんちょっと考え事をそれでその組織の人は全員捕まえられたの
Well, that's the thing. Unfortunately not. Something like that is easier said than done. The organization is also a little special. We'll need a bit more time to figure out who all exactly is involved.
まあ昨日の今日だしね
But we do have a general idea, and measures have already been taken, so there won't be any further attempts to kidnap you.
一安心してもいいってことね
Yep. I've also been relieved of my mission to protect you. So you no longer need to inform me when you want to go anywhere, and you can probably go back to doing your interviews and whatnot.
取材お昼も食べる暇もなくいろんな人に愛想を振りまいて夜遅くまで取材の対応
She's finally had a taste of what it's like to not have to be in the public eye for 24/7, and she enjoyed it. I can really feel your lack of excitement.
ここのところゆっくりできてた分の反動が
Well, can't you just decline if you don't like them? Easier said than done.
それはそうなんですけどね
The brief expression she just made is bugging me. There seemed to be a tinge of sadness there, but what does that mean? I also remember what Kyohei told me she once said in an interview. If my efforts can lead to a future where astrals are accepted as valuable members of society, then I know I've done the right thing. Assuming those are her true feelings, would that explain why she willingly does all those interviews? Well, thanks for bearing with everything over these past few weeks. Also, I hope we can continue being friends.
これからもよろしく。
I reach out my hand, and right as she reaches out hers to shake it, my migraines. My vision flashes white for a mere second, causing me to stumble forward. The result of which, my hand misses hers and keeps on going till it pops right on one of her voluptuous breasts, because of course it does. I remove my hand instantly and take a step back. That was unexpected. That unexpected accident was my body boiling. Has my body boiling.
Oh.
Wait, I'm sorry. It wasn't on purpose, I swear. So please stay calm. I had just started to feel dizzy, and then my hand landed on there. It was a total accident. If you stop and analyze the situation, I think you'll see that too.
言ってごらん。一応聞いてあげるから。
I already know they're 100% fake. So then why would I risk upsetting you just to touch some plastic? Bro,
ああ、なるほど。
there's still something there that doesn't.
いや、なるほどじゃない。バカにして、バカにして。何が一番腹立つって思わず納得しかけちゃった自分に腹が立つ。
if you get her mad about her fake breasts, she'll forget you ever touched them. Sorry, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend. I just panicked and that came out. My body is further assaulted by dizziness and nausea, almost like it's cowering in the face of her rage. All of a sudden, my vision goes black.
あれ、有原くん、どうしたのねえ、急に倒れたりして。私はまだ何もしてないんだけど。ちょっと、有原くん、大丈夫？有原くん、有原くんってば。これ、本当にまずい。誰か来て！貧血ですね。
I never would have guessed. It's almost like he fucking experienced. He lost a lot of blood yesterday. I'm currently in the school's research center. I was carried to Kakimoto Sensei's lab here, and directly after waking up, she informed me of the reason why I blacked out.
貧血？
Anemia? Anemia? Fuck.
なんだ、貧血ですか。びっくりさせないでください。
I'm not Armenian.
いいえ、三司さん。貧血は侮ってはいけません。若い男の子の場合は特に。
そうなんですか？
It's almost like he was stabbed or something.
何の理由もなく突然貧血になることはありません。普通なら鉄分不足を疑うのかもしれませんが、量の食事ですからある程度は取れているはず。となると考えなければいけないのは、出血を伴う疾患や消化器系のがんも。
You're scaring me, Sensei.
あ、脅すつもりはありません。真面目な話です、これは。何か心当たりは？どこか痛い箇所などです。
Yeah, I think I got my answer. I can't think of anything. And the doctors never mentioned anything during my regular health checkups.
そうですか。自覚する痛みもなく、気づけていないのかもしれませんね。
柿本先生、他に原因になりそうなことはないんですか？
もちろん疾患とは関係なく、大量に失血した場合も同様のことが起きるでしょうが。
失血。
Blood loss? I never would have guessed. So it's because of those injuries I sustained yesterday. I did lose a lot of blood. It's not like Nanabi's ability could replace my lost blood. The one on my arm wasn't bad, but my thigh was cut pretty deeply.
何か心当たりでも？
No. No, not really. He never lied about Nanabi's ability, so he could tell her my injuries were healed. But how I got them is the problem. I can't just tell her that. I could, in theory, try to make up a story, but I can't think of anything plausible that would explain the large blood loss.
念のため細かい確認はした方がいいでしょう。ただし病院に行く必要はありません。ここで行います。
Really?
アストラルの研究を行うには能力者の体についても調べる必要がありますからね。下手な病院に行くよりも機器が揃っています。徹底的に検査をしましょう。
Is that really necessary?
何度も言いますが、侮ってはいけません。これは非常に重要なことです。それに有原君はアストラル能力者です。疾患でない場合、これは能力使用の代償という可能性もあります。有原君に限ったことではなく、体調を崩したアストラル使いは全員精密検査を受けてもらっています。今のところ能力使用に関する代償は報告されていませんが、それは前例がないだけです。念のためにちゃんと調べる必要があります。いいですね。
I can tell from her eyes that she's dead serious, and I know she isn't the type of person to joke around. I don't want to, but I don't see her budging on this. All right, I understand.
では準備をしますので少し待っていてください。それからここは学院の校舎ではなく研究棟です。吉科学院の学生であってもおいそれと足を踏み入れることはできない場所です。勝手にこの部屋から出ないでください。警備に捕まるかもしれませんから。
All right.
三笠さん。
はい。
検査は長くなります。あなたは戻ってください。外まで送ります。学院への連絡は私から行っておきますから、気にしないで大丈夫ですよ。
ですが、
心配する気持ちは理解できますが、ここにいてもできることがあるわけではありません。それに有原君を心配している人は他にもいるんじゃないですか。その人たちへの連絡は三笠さんにお願いしたいんですが。
わかりました。有原君、私は戻ります。
No worries. Thanks for bringing me here.
それじゃあまた後で。
では有原君、すぐに戻ってきますから。
Okay. Really sticky situation I found myself in. I'd have a big problem on my hand if she found out about my real ability through this examination. She said it'd just basically be like a checkup at the doctor's, so I shouldn't have to worry about that. Still, I should prepare an excuse in advance on the off chance that she does ask questions. This is the research center. Currently alone, in other words, this is a golden opportunity. I love to assess the layout and security of the place, but I don't know if that's a wise idea. I probably shouldn't. I was carried here while unconscious, so I have no clue where in the building I am. Add on that the fact that he specifically stressed that I stay here, saying I'm likely to be caught by security if I leave. Yeah, the wise call would be to wait here obediently. And Bitsukaz's son seemed really depressed. He's probably feeling partly responsible for all this. After all, I got those injuries in the process of protecting her. But the way I see it, it's all part of the mission. And the said mission was a success. We captured her attackers. We couldn't have hoped for a better outcome. Perfectly fine with how everything went down. So she really doesn't need to feel guilty. Then again, I guess I did fall unconscious right in front of her, and I could see how that'd shake a person up. This was my first experience with anemia, so it caught me off guard. I feel a little bad for her now.
お待たせしました、有原くん。
White woman jump scare.
それでは始めましょう。まずはこちらに。
Okay.
今日調べられることはすべて結果が出ました。お疲れ様です。
Was there anything unusual?
いいえ、不思議なことに何も。ヘモグロビンの量が少ないこと以外は特に問題はありませんね。
Oh, okay. That's good to hear.
何を言っているんですか。これは逆に不可解ですよ。理由もなくヘモグロビンが減るわけありません。
Well, I don't know what to tell you. He literally doesn't because he can't come up with a good enough excuse. Exhaustion, maybe? I mean, things were pretty hectic leading up to the fair. Could be stress related.
そんなことで減ったりしませんよ。
I don't know about you. I bleed a lot from my nose when I'm stressed out. So it's something else. I really don't have any ideas.
検査に問題がない以上、細かい要素が絡まった結果としか言えませんね。能力の代償というわけでもなさそうですし。
Can I leave now then?
そうですね。しばらく様子を見ましょう。普通の貧血ならしっかり食事と睡眠をとればすぐに良くなると思います。念のため検査した内容は改めて専門の機関に調べてもらいます。本当なら輸血できるといいんですが、いくらなんでも血液パックの保管はありませんので。
I should be fine without that. I'm already feeling a lot better.
念のため薬を出しておきましょう。ちょっと待っていてください。
This is far enough. I should be able to make it back on my own from here.
わかりました。念のために今日は一日部屋でおとなしくしておいてください。繰り返しになりますが、食事と睡眠はしっかりとること。もし明日もめまいが続くようなら、その時は改めて報告をしてください。いいですね。
Alright, I'll do that.
あと、落ち着いて動いてください。急に立ち上がったり、興奮したりしないように。
Yeah, I'll take it easy the rest of the day.
後日にまた検査に付き合ってもらうことになると思いますが、その時はよろしくお願いします。
Okay.
それでは。
It really was just like a doctor's checkup. I did have to use my ability a few times, but that was only to see if it had a noticeable effect on my health. Should be safe to assume my secret is still safe. She also gave me this medicine, but yeah, I probably don't need to take it. I'll probably be fine come tomorrow. Alright, so what now? I'll have to help with the festival cleanup, but I'm not exactly in the best condition right now. Guess I'll just go back to my room and rest like she told me to. I'm a bit worn out after that. Now that I'm finally back, I can unwind. Before I can plop down on my bed, someone knocks on my door. Yeah?
サトル
Ah, Nanami. Nanami. The second I open the door, she barges inside. Actually, she's not alone. Nijuin-san, Mayu-senpai, Kyohei, and even Mibu-san.
くん。だから無理をするなと言ったじゃないか。でも戻ってこれたってことはもう良くなったんですよね。よかった。三笠さんから貧血とは聞いたけど、何せ混沌だからね。それで細かく検査した結果はどうだったんだ？
They said I'd be fine in a day or two. What are all you guys doing here though?
大したもこうしたもないよ。突然倒れたって聞いたら心配もするに決まってるでしょ。様子を見に行きたかったけど、研究棟には押しかけず待つように言われて。ななみちゃん、泣きそうなぐらい心配してたんだよ。
Oh man. Oh. I'm sorry guys. Never expected that I'd just black out. But the checkup went fine. And they said it's nothing to worry about.
それならいいんだけど。
Nanami knows exactly what happened.
でも貧血になるのにはそれなりの理由があるってことだよね。
And even if Nanami knows, it doesn't know. It's not like it's not like Satoru can explain it while everyone else is in the room.
どこか悪いの？じわじわと出血が続くような病気が。え？もしかして痔なの？
Okay, you're thinking of it too extreme. Not as far as I know.
椅子に座り続ける現代社会。もはや痔は国民病と呼べるかもしれないんだから、恥ずかしがらなくてもいいんだよ。
Okay, well, I just said I don't have a hemorrhoid. Listen to me, please. Takimoto Sensei had similar concerns, but the results didn't show any sort of disease whatsoever.
そっか。それならいいんだけど。いや、倒れたことは良くないね。それで結局、貧血の理由は何だったんですか？
They said it was a combination of various things. As long as I eat and get lots of sleep, I'll be fine.
そうですか。まあ、大したことないならよかったです。サトルくん、ちょっと。
Yeah?
昨日の怪我が原因？もしかして傷が開いた？
I told you she knew. No, you healed everything perfectly. I think I just lost too much blood.
それならいいんだけど。
Thank goodness you healed me. Otherwise, I probably would have lost more blood. And it might have gone beyond just anemia then. So yeah, don't beat yourself up over it. You did everything you could have.
うん、それなら。でもそっか。私の能力じゃ傷が治っても血を元に戻せるわけじゃないんだ。
That's what I said. I'd say it's probably too early to jump to that conclusion. If you focus on the blood instead of the wounded area when you're boosting the person's natural healing ability, you might be able to do something like increase their blood production. Hang on, what? How are you going to do that?
じゃあすぐにでも試してみよう。
No, you better not. You might rouse some suspicions if I get over it almost instantly.
それはあるかも。
Yeah, now that you've been caught with having anemia, now you can't just shrug it off.
わかった。でも何かあったらすぐに言ってくれていいからね。
Of course. Thanks, Nanami. So, how's the cleanup going?
もう終わったよ。もともと他の模擬店なんかに比べれば片付けは簡単だったしね。
Okay, well, yeah, most of the props were, most of the furniture is water. But you still had to clean the pool, right? That was the condition for being able to use the space.
本来なら大変なんだろうけど、二条院さんがいてくれたから。
Yeah, I could imagine. Oh, right, her ability.
ゴミとかは三笠さんの能力で宙に浮かせて一箇所に集めて回収で簡単に終わったよ。僕なんて役に立てなくて申し訳ないぐらいさ。問題があるとすれば、みんな悟のことを気にして作業に集中できなかったことぐらいかな。
Sorry. I guess I kind of left all the cleaning to you guys.
冗談だってば、重く捉えないでよ。そんな風には思ってないから。誰しも体調不良になることはあるんだから、こういう時に助け合うのが友達だしね。気にしない気にしない。
Right. Thanks, man.
変な気遣いしてないで、病人はしっかり休んだ方がいいよ。
そうだね。あんまり長居しない方がいいかも。
Really don't have to worry about that. I'm mostly recovered.
ダメだよ、サトルくん。軽い症状と侮らずにちゃんと安静にすること。いい？
Come on. You're making a mountain out of a molehill.
お兄ちゃん？
No. I'm not making... They're not making a mountain out of a molehill. That's what I say is doing. Never mind. Okay, I'll lie down.
よろしい。
It's not Nanami's route, though. Why are you looking at her like that?
な、何？私、変なこと言った？いやー、ななみちゃんってば、相変わらずお兄さん相手には雰囲気が違ってる。先輩もななみちゃんには頭が上がらないんですね。
I've always been weak against my little sister's tears.
私、そんな赤ちゃんみたいな子供じゃないもん。
やっぱり兄弟だと全然雰囲気が違うんだな。
そんな恥ずかしがらなくても強気なななみちゃんもかわいい。
照れる必要はないと思うよ。仲がいいのはいいことさ。
そういう問題ではなくって。
まあこういうのって言葉にできない妙な気恥ずかしさがあるよね。
そう先輩もわかるんですか？
お母さんと一緒のところを見られた思春期の男の子は大体わかるんじゃないかな。
あ、なるほど。
はいはい、そういう話は外で。それじゃあ私たちはもう行くね。
Yeah, thanks for the visit.
何かあったらすぐに呼んでくださいね。
Why did it take so long to load between scenes?
僕は隣にいるから壁ドンとか聞こえたらすぐに駆けつけるよ。
Lines, I don't know.
今度こそ無理はしちゃダメだぞ。
また後で様子を見に来るから。
As in, you'll heal me later.
激しく体を動かしたり興奮しないこと。つまり一人になっても自慰行為はダメだよ。
Hey, pause. What? I'm not doing that. Ah, damn it. Now I feel dizzy because I've raised my voice.
だから興奮しちゃダメだって言ってるのに。
Shut up, you're the one who did this to me. This is why you're my favorite. And whose fault do you think that is?
いや、ついまた悪い癖が。わざとからかってるわけでは決してないんだけど、ごめん。今後は気をつけるから、とにかくゆっくりして。それじゃあね。
And finally, the last of the group, my senpai leaves. I'm now alone. Now all alone. I wonder where Mitsukasa-san was. Well, she was with me in the research building, and she knows what caused it. She probably wasn't as worried as the others because of that. I guess it makes sense in that sense why she didn't come, but still, I would have expected her to come with everyone. I mean, look, I'm not gonna say that this is the case, but she probably feels guilty for what happened to you, Satoru. Maybe she still feels responsible. That's what I'm saying. Man, really not her fault. So bored. I got a lot of sleep last night, so I'm not tired in the slightest. What do I even do now? Everyone told me to stay in bed, so going outside probably wouldn't be a good idea. Guess I'll just stay in here. About a second later, I hear a knock on my door again. Yeah?
ちょっといい？
Sure.
ごめん。安静にしてなきゃいけないところを邪魔して。
No, it's fine. I was actually kind of getting kind of bored anyways.
そっか。
So, do you need anything? The others just left a moment ago. I noticed you weren't with them.
貧血ってことで、鉄分豊富なお菓子なんかを買ってきたから、後で食べて。
I bought you a sheet of iron. Hang on a minute. That's the wrong kind of iron, I say. Oh, thanks. So is that why you weren't with the others?
それもあるんだけど、ちょっと話したいことがあったから。
Something in private?
本当にごめんなさい。
I knew she was going to apologize.
なんでため息？
I just knew that's what this would be about. Literally, Satoru and I, we're on the same wavelength in this route. Look, this wasn't your fault. The injuries and the anemia are both consequences of my job. You have no reason to feel bad or responsible in any way.
でも私と入れ替わったせいで怪我をしたわけだから。
I mean, this definitely was the most injured he'd ever been on a mission, considering this is the first time he's ever experienced losing this much blood. Yeah, and that was my mission. I was supposed to disguise myself as you and lure out the bad guys. Me getting injured in the process was just a consequence of the circumstances.
だとしても、さっきの謝罪はまだだから。
What's that?
混沌するぐらい体調が悪かったのに、心配もせずに疑ったのは謝るべきだと思ったの。それに胸を触られたと言ってもパッとだったわけだから。
Wow, she just admitted it herself.
あそこまで怒るのは過剰だったかなって。
I mean, it's not like I blacked out because you hit me or something. It may have been an accident, but I still owe you an apology. I shouldn't have touched you there, pads or not.
有原くん、謝られてるのにどうしてもバカにされてる気がするのはなんでだろう。
I just repeated what she said herself. Why? It's because it's fine if she says it, but not if someone else says it. Well, the point is, it just doesn't sit well with me seeing you act all sad and apologetic over this. Cheer up. Everything's gonna be fine.
わかった。そういえば、いきなり倒れたけど、頭を強く打ったりしてない？
I don't think so. The checkup didn't show anything, so I should be fine.
そう。それならいいんだけど。それじゃあ私はそろそろ。
Leaving already?
だって安静にするには私がいると邪魔でしょ？
Honestly, I'd rather talk with you. Like I said earlier, I've been seriously bored. It's been 5 minutes since everyone left, and I was already bored.
そう？まあ、有原くんと一緒にいるのは私も好きだから、迷惑じゃないなら。
Well, you better. It's your route after all. Oh, you do?
何？私何か変なこと言った？
Wasn't really weird per se.
違うから、これは告白とかそういうんじゃないから。素の自分で話をできるから気が楽ってだけ。
Oh, okay. I feel pretty comfortable when I'm talking to you too.
そう、それと同じだから、勘違いしないでよね。
I never did. It's just, well, hearing a girl say something like, I like being around you, really makes your heart skip a beat. ねえ。 Yeah?
ここで黙り込まれると、私が告白したみたいな雰囲気でものすごく恥ずかしいんだけど。
I mean, what do you want me to do?
話し相手を欲しがったのは有原くんでしょ？何か話したいこととかあったんじゃないの？
So your pads. I mean, so your pads. Fuck, never mind. I don't know, I kind of just wanted to chat. Chatting with a girl, just me and her. Hardly ever been in a situation like this outside of missions. What kind of missions were you doing where you had to talk to a girl? I know I should be saying this when I'm the one who asked her to stay and talk with me, but what am I supposed to talk about with a girl? What are your hobbies?
お見合いか。
Where are you from?
だからお見合いか。
Sorry, I just kind of realized I never start conversations with people, so I have no clue what to talk about.
じゃあ、私から質問してもいい？
Sure, I'd really appreciate it.
有原くんってどうしてそんな仕事をしてるの？
Because that's what the plot asked for. What do you mean, why?
ただでさえ普通じゃないのに、有原くんはまだ学生でしょ？
Oh, it's because my dad works there.
どうしてその年で特殊な仕事をしてるのかなって。やっぱり聞いちゃいけないことだったりする？
Well, there are some things that are confidential, yeah. That's not really the issue. My past is kind of embarrassing. I used to be a colossal idiot. I really want to forget about it and just pretend it never happened.
そんなに？
Well, you see, I'm an orphan. I don't even remember my parents' faces, but they at least gave me my name. That's what the orphanage director told me. I've been adopted since, but I used to live in an orphanage when I was younger. Honestly, I don't really know why my biological parents abandoned me. Probably because I was an Astron. Maybe there was extenuating circumstances that forced them to. Maybe it was financial issues, or maybe they just couldn't stomach that their child was an astral. I honestly believe that one was probably the biggest reason. That the last one was probably the biggest reason.
ちょっと待った。
あ？
変なこと聞いたりしてごめん。私の質問はただの興味本位なの。無理してまで教えてくれなくても全然構わないから。
I'm not really trying to hide my being an orphan. The school's been made aware of it. I'm pretty sure Kakimoto sensei knows.
でも、なかったことにしたいって。
I've gotten more comfortable discussing it as times gone on. Back then, when I was a kid, it really bothered me. I'd constantly ask myself why I was born an astral. Why was I so unlucky? I had this sort of rebellious phase where I'd do really reckless stuff in my quest to find answers to those questions. The specific part I want to forget is the stuff I did back then. I cringe just looking back on it, and I don't want a third route where I have to talk about my past.
そうだったんだ。
So anyway, one day I learned about the secret organization and figured maybe I could use these powers for good if I joined them. So yeah, it was partially on impulse, but I accepted their offer right away. And that's basically the long and short of it, how I ended up where I am.
軽い気持ちで踏み込んじゃって。ごめん。
Look, I mean, if I don't want to tell you, I just wouldn't have. I don't really mind you knowing about me.
それはなんで？
Because you're the main girl on the route. Why? Well, a little hard to answer, honestly. No reason in particular, or at least not that I'm aware of. If I had to say something, I guess I just felt no reluctance when you asked, so I told you.
そうなの？
I guess I kind of see you as someone like a kindred spirit. Something like a kindred spirit.
私に親近感って。男みたいな胸ってこと？喧嘩売ってんのかこら！
Okay, hang on. This is the one time he never mentioned your pads. You're the one who misconstrued his sentence. Why do you always interpret what I say in the most negative way imaginable?
これでもちゃんと膨らみはあるんだから、一応だけど柔らかいんだから。
Look, I've already seen them. When, you know, unintentionally, and, no. I did not ask for that information. I wasn't talking about physical similarities, alright? I meant we're kindred spirits in the sense that we both know each other's secret.
ああ、そういう。
So, inadvertently, it is because your chest is flat. But I guess that does kind of come across as a little overly familiar. Sorry, I probably should have thought before I said that.
ちょっと、そんなの困る。どう考えても私が悪いのに、ここで謝られると余計に心苦しくなるというか。あのね、私はいわゆる私生児なの。
You are? Wait, what? Where is this coming from?
お父さんには他に奥さんがいて子供も、つまり私の腹違いの姉がいて、私はそういう家に生まれ育った。だから自分の生まれてきた意味とか私も考えたことある。それで有原くんが見つけたみたいに私も見つけたの。たとえマスコットみたいな扱いでも広告塔として取材を受けてるのはそういう理由。私が有名になって世間に認めてもらえればアストラル使いへの見方が少しは変わると思うから。
Oh, okay. But why are you telling me all this stuff about yourself?
そう、私も どうしてこんなこと言うのかわかんないや。有原くんの話を聞いてたら私も言いたくなっちゃった。無遠慮に踏み込んだことへの罪悪感なのかも。あと有原くんに私も親近感を覚えたっていうのも理由かな。ひとまず秘密の重さのバランスは取れたってことでダメ？
If it works for you, it works for me.
それでいい。というよりもそれがいい。これから有原くんと顔を合わせるたびに罰の悪い気持ちになるのは嫌だから。
Alright, that works for me. I wouldn't want this to affect our friendship.
有原くんって変だね。
You don't say. How so?
私みたいなひねくれ者と一緒にいて気が楽とか。普通はもっと女の子らしい女の子の方がいいんじゃないの？
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's because I feel like I don't need to be someone I'm not when I'm with you. Like, you're one of my bros. Okay, not exactly, but you get my point. You're flat. I mean, I don't get fully conscious of the fact that you're a girl and I can speak more comfortably because of that. It's not because you're flat.
結局フォローでもなんでもなく女の子らしくないって言われてただけのような気がするんだけど。
I mean, look, I'm into I'm into tomboys as much as the next guy. Maybe a little femboy, but that's not the point. There's no cure hair out, is all I'm saying. I just remembered I forgot to offer you tea. Give me a sec, I'll go make some.
今ごまかした？ごまかしたわよね。
No. Hmm? I don't have any snacks other than the ones you brought.
絶対ごまかした。
No. Your milk. I guess you'd prefer milk.
それは何？牛乳を飲んで胸を育てろって言いたいの？
No, it's because you can't. Never mind. I wasn't insinuating anything by that.
毎日飲んでるわよ。牛乳だけじゃなく豆乳もお風呂でバストアップのマッサージもたゆまぬ努力を積み重ねてる。
Okay, well, there's the problem. You're drinking milk and soy milk. They cancel each other out. No wonder you're still flat. I mean...
だというのに。くそ！
Do those massages even do anything?
わからないけど、やらないよりはマシだと思いたい。実感はまだできてないけど。毎日マッサージするのも結構大変なんだから。
You want me to do it? I mean... Oh?
背中のお肉を寄せ集めるようにこう、肩甲骨のあたりから手を胸の方に滑らせて、おっぱいまでマッサージをして、反対側も同様に。さらに横だけじゃなく下や斜め下からも。ってなんで男の子にこんな恥ずかしいこと言わなきゃいけないのよ。
I don't know. Why are you? Man, you really are doing everything in your power. What a tragic tale.
そんな同情いらないわよ。同情するなら父をくれ。
Me too, man. Not on myself. I don't have tits to give you right now, but I have something else that comes out when you squeeze on tits. I got milk.
何それ、うまいこと言ったつもり？とりあえずそのドヤ顔やめてくれない？
It was pretty funny. I wasn't trying to look smug, but whatever. Tea or milk? What do you want?
じゃあお茶で。ここで牛乳を求めるのはなんだか悔しすぎる。
We engaged in a bit of small talk as I made the tea. Those questions she called blind date questions earlier even came up. We talked about them. All we did was talk about mundane things. Nothing special. This time felt incredibly precious to me.
あ、このお茶美味しい。梅昆布茶？
Yeah, I like the salty taste. Maybe it's because I'm always so physically active.
しその風味も効いてて本当に美味しい。
I'm glad you like it.
なんかほっとするわね。
I guess you could say it it makes you more chatty. Okay. I'm on your side, I say with that one.
だからそのドヤ顔やめて。
What are you talking about? I'm not making a smug face.
ほっとするからホットなお茶ってくったらない。ああ、くだらなすぎて涙が出そう。
Does the pun even translate that well into Japanese? You know, never mind. Maybe it was harder to translate it from Japanese into English. Well, sorry if it makes you feel any better. I regretted saying it the moment it left my mouth.
寒すぎてせっかくの美味しいお茶の味が損なわれるかと思った。罰としておかわりを要求します。
Yeah, sure.
やった、ありがとう。
I can give you some to take back with you if you want.
いい。
Don't feel shy. I have more than enough.
飲みたくなったらまた有原くんに入れてもらうってことで。
Fine. But I'm not giving you snacks to go with it. I'm not that generous.
安心して、有原くんがそこまで気を回してくれるなんて最初から期待してないから。
Don't smile at me like that when you say that. It really hurts when you say that with a smile. That's what I'm saying.
本当に変な気遣いはいらないから。私もね、今の気楽な関係が好きだから。
Oh? Seeing her able to be herself puts a smile on my face. The only people I'm able to talk this casually with are Nanami and my dad. I like this. I think more normal kids my age have friends like this with whom they can just talk about everyday things. We kept chatting away in my room until it grew dark out. It was all silly, mundane things we talked about, but the cozy feeling I felt was something that lingered on. We drank tea together and ate snacks, chatting about silly, mundane stuff, but I found myself smiling before I knew it. Sometimes there were lapses of silence, but there was nothing awkward about it. I was enjoying myself being there with him, and I'm confused about why I felt that way.
なんでだろうな。
Why did I enjoy it so much? Why do I unintentionally smile when I think back on it? Why do I find myself thinking I want to spend more time with him?
失礼なやつなのに。
I mean, it pisses me off a lot with some of the crap he says. Sometimes I only get the urge to just smack him.
それでもこんな風に素直に受け入れられるのはどうしてなんだろう。
Oh, so that's it. I'm accepting him, letting him inside the walls I've been putting up all this time. That's probably why I feel so relaxed and at ease around him.
私、もしかしてマゾなのかな。
Ah, man, you're in love.
失礼なやつだと思ってるのに、一緒にいて安心するなんて。
Despite those words, the corner of my lips are still curled in a smile. Maybe I'm the weird one, actually.
Riddle ジョーカー。
はい、もういいよ。
I'm currently getting checked to see if my anemia is still present. Tests are over with, and Mayu senpai combs the results with a pleased grin on her face. It's been a couple of days since I passed out. I've eaten properly through the day and slept plenty at night. It seemed to have worked. All the symptoms, including the dizziness, disappeared. Guess it really was the blood loss from the skirmish.
顔色も健康的だし、検査も問題なしと。この分ならいつも通り過ごしても大丈夫そうだけど、本当何だったんだろうね。
No idea. Probably what Kakimoto sensei said. A combination of various factors, like getting stabbed. And getting stabbed. Because it happened twice.
何か違和感を覚えたらすぐに申告してね。
Yeah, will do. I don't want to repeat scenario to happen. So I'll tell you if I notice anything.
なら結構。これはチェックしたし、こっちも計測した。最後にリンク値も測って、前の計測と大差ない57。正常正常。言われた項目はこれで全部。あとは先生に報告すればおしまいだね。よし。
Wait. Oh, two. I got confused. I thought it was it, and then I was like, hang on, that doesn't really make sense. Can I ask you something?
なんだい?
You mentioned my link value being the same as a good sign. So does the value usually go down when you're sick?
リンク値は体調の良し悪しに影響されたりしないよ。というか、基本的に増減するものじゃないしね。あ、水中とか周囲の状況は別だけど。
Even if you train and hone your skills, it won't go up?
今のところは不可能だと言われてる。それは能力の強化についても同じ。使い方が上達することはあっても、能力がレベルアップすることはないっていうのが今の定説。
Now that you mention it, I don't think I've ever heard a story of someone's ability evolving or even changing.
でしょ？でも、変化しない値だからこそ、調べる意味があるんだよ。もし変化をしてたら、とんでもない異常があるかもしれないってことだからね。
Oh, I see.
とはいえ、あくまで可能性だよ。リンク値に関しては、研究もまだ浅くて、前例も少ないから。
Out of curiosity, what kind of stuff are Astron researchers looking at?
基本的には、アストラル能力の一般技術への転用だね。他にも、アストラル使いに関する研究とかも。能力の育成であったり、多重能力の保有であったり、能力の覚醒であったり。現在では不可能とされていることに対するアプローチだね。
Then continues to list off a multitude of other examples.
こういうことに興味ある？あるならお姉さんがいろいろと手取り足取り一から教えてあげようか。
That happened last route. I'll consider it once I'm more up to pace with my classes. I'm still struggling with regular classes, so I don't know if adding more on top of that would be a good idea.
そっか。ま、気が向いたらおいで。お姉さんはいつでもウェルカムだよ。
Thanks. I appreciate it. Alright then. I'll probably be leaving now. What are you gonna do?
この結果を柿本先生に報告しに行かなくちゃ。 ああ、職員室じゃなく研究棟に行くことになるから、私のことは気にしないで。
I thought students weren't allowed to enter the research building.
ところがどっこい、私は入れるんだな。研究を進める上では必要になるから。伊達に留年はしてないってことさ。怒ってはみたものの、威張れることじゃないんだよね。言ってて悲しくなってきたかも。
I mean, there's no shame in that. We have a legitimate reason.
ありがとう。それに、悪いことばっかりでもなかったね。
Yeah, but, you know, considering that, you know, we solved the problem during your route, that kind of means that it's going to take a lot longer for you to reach the same you have the same breakthrough.
だってこうしてサトルくんと再会できたんだから。
Why, senpai? I don't consider that a good thing at all.
またそんなこと言っちゃって。サトルくんはツンデレだな。そういうところは昔とあんまり変わってないよね。
You wonder why I say that when all you do is constantly bring up my childhood at every given opportunity.
ごめん。変なことは言わないように今後は気をつけます。
You've said that a million times already. Seriously, one of these times you need to actually stop.
さてと、それじゃ報告に行ってくるよ。
See you. I leave the room alongside Maya senpai and return to my classroom to fetch my book bag, which I left there.
帰ってきた。
意外と時間がかかったみたいだが、何か問題が？
そうなんですか、先輩。
You guys waited for me?
寮に戻っても検査の結果が気になりますから。
だったらここで待ってる方がいいかなって。
それで結果はどうだったんですか？
Great. No issues at all. My senpai said everything looked normal.
そうですか。よかった。
顔色も良くなってるし大丈夫だろうとは思ってたけど、実際に聞くとやっぱり安心できるね。これで安心してご飯のおかわりができるよ。
What? You've been eating as much as you've always been.
何言ってるんだい。おかわりしてたのは2杯だけだろ。今日からいつも通り4杯食べられそうだよ。
Thanks, Kyohei, for being so considerate. I didn't know you were so worried that you were so worried that you couldn't eat even a third extra helping. You could only eat 2.
毎日よくそんなに食べられますね。今はサトルくんよりスオン先輩の体の方が心配になってきましたよ。
I think he'll be fine.
私も先輩のことが心配で、夜は8時間しか眠れませんでした。
You know, maybe Kyohei just has a hidden astral ability that hasn't been picked up by anything. His ability just creates a small black hole in his stomach so that he has to eat 10 times the 10 times the regular amount of food. 8 hours is plenty though.
でもこれからは10時間プラスお昼もぐっすり眠れそうです。
Huh?
それは居眠りというのでは？
Yeah.
授業はちゃんと受けないとダメだぞ、千咲くん。
He's so cute, man.
冗談ですよ。そんなにマジで怒られるとちょっと困りますってば。あれ？でも千咲ちゃん、よく船を漕いでいるような。やだな、そんな見間違いを言われると困るよ。
Hey, you're the one who you ratted yourself out, Chisaki.
ちょっと向こうで 話をしようか、ななみちゃん。
Is that a threat? Well, I know you guys were worried, but thankfully the results said I'm fine. Thanks for all the well wishes.
無事ならいいんだ。
そうですね。本当に。
Also, she's talking like a fucking cat. She sleeps longer than she's awake.
体調が良くなったからって調子に乗って夜更かししちゃダメですよ。毎日ちゃんと寝ないと。
確かに睡眠は重要だ。だが千咲くんは睡眠を取りすぎているんじゃないか？
気をつけます。
さて、そんじゃあみんなで寮に戻りますか。
Yep.
ただいまーっと。おや、おかえり。
Upon entering the dorm, we're greeted by one of the cafeteria ladies who's standing in the lobby.
あれ、どうしたんです？
Hey, aren't you usually behind the kitchen? Aren't you usually in the kitchen?
守衛さんから渡された宅配便を配るところだよ。
You're not meant to have regular lives. You're meant to serve us food.
ああ、それなら私がやっておきます。
そうかい？じゃあ頼むよ。早く戻って料理の続きをしないと。
Okay, hang on. I wasn't being serious. I mean, I get it's your job, but like...
今日の夕食は何ですか？
聞くまでもなくわかるはずだよ。
あ、そういえばこの匂いカレーですね。
美味しそうな匂いですね。
しっかり煮込んであるからね。いい感じにトロトロだよ。
それは楽しみだな。
さて、仕上げてしまわないと。すぐに出来上がるから早くおいで。
He then walks back towards the canteen area. He's distributing the male part of the cafeteria ladies' jobs.
本来なら管理している私の仕事だと思うが、授業があるからな。私がまだ寮に戻っていない時間だと、食堂の方が手伝ってくれているんだ。
Oh, I see. Here, I'll help you out. Probably take you forever if you did it alone.
そうだね。部屋に戻るついでだし、男子の分は僕らが配るよ。
ありがとう。じゃあ頼む。
お手伝いします。私も手伝いたいんですけど、名前と部屋を全員覚えてるわけじゃないので。あ、でも荷物を持つぐらいなら。
ありがとう。気持ちは嬉しいが、そうなると全部任せてしまうことになる。女子の分だけなら私一人で十分だから気にしないでくれ。女子の分は、あ、三笠さん。
はい。
荷物が届いているぞ。はい、これ。
あ、そっか。ありがとうございます。
それ通販？何か買い物？
欲しいものがあったので予約していたんですが、そのことをすっかり忘れてました。
He's holding a small box near to her chest.
ほー、何を買ったんだい？
まあ、ちょっと。
I'm also curious. Given that response, I probably shouldn't pry into it. Okay, let's go deliver the guy stuff.
そうだね。
Damn, half of these guys bought fleshlights.
ちょっと食べ過ぎたかも。
Oh. After dinner, I came back up to my room, currently sitting on my bed, groaning and clenching my stomach.
でも美味しかったな、あのカレー。あとはお風呂に入ればゆっくりできる。でもその前にようやく届いたんだから、先にちょっとだけ。
The package I received is lying on my table. I pick it up, then open it. And what I find inside is... Oh,